Thanks for coming to hear the Chord on the Street. I am a bowed, sometimes plucked and occasionally hit string instrument of the violin family. My four strings are usually tuned in perfect fifths. From low to high, they go C2, G2, D3, A3. There's going to be a quiz later. Music for me is generally written in the bass clef with tenor clef and treble clef used for higher range passages. I am your cello host, Vince. And Gatorade not only quenches your thirst better, but it tastes better too, you idiot. And you're drinking the wrong water. Gatorade H2O. Gatorade H2O. Water sucks. It really, really sucks. Water sucks. It really, really sucks. He is your water boy, host Josh. How are we doing today?
Cello, dude.
July.
That's all I could think about. I'm like, man, he went like the pretentious like music snob route with it, and in my brain, all I could think is cello, dude.
I was trying my hardest to come up with some way to say cello, but I could not. I had to just go with the definition. So lame.
It was still good. No, it was funny.
Patronize me, I guess.
What's going on?
Oh, nothing. Just, hanging out.
Living life. that time of year, everybody's just dragging.
Yep. I'm just Smaug over here, just dragging.
I was talking about it at work, actually, on Friday. It was like, the older I get, the less and less I'm of the holiday spirit. I'm just like, man, it just messes with my routine.
Man, if only the holidays could be like every other day.
Yeah, exactly. I'm fine with the days, just the preparation. It's like if I could trade if I could trade not receiving presents for in exchange for not getting any, or like not having to buy them for with not having to buy them for anyone else, I would 100%. Like I stress myself out too much. I'm like, man, I gotta get a good present. What do I want to get?
I get that.
What am I going to get? Because like I hate doing the generic like gift card route. Like, but sometimes it's like it's just all I can think of. Because like the older we get, the things that people want, it's like the only reason they don't buy it is because they can't afford it. And it's like if they can't afford it, that's too much for me to spend on them.
I asked for gift cards this year because I don't want to ask for the one thing that I actually do want that people aren't going to buy me, because it would be stupid to ask for like a $600 gift.
Yeah.
I just want money toward that.
Exactly. That's kind of how I am. I'm just like, no, like I don't.
Yep. But because of my outlook like that, and I think Nicole feels the same way sometimes, like we've just given in. Like gift cards are great. Like we're just like I will fully endorse any gift card giving gift. Like it's the best thing. You're getting them whatever they want. But you're making them actually spend the money on themselves.
Oh, see, this will be good. This is a good little tidbit to throw in here. So I found out something yesterday, and I cannot make sense of it. So I have a friend, right? And they have a Spotify Duo account. Yeah, I know. It's hard to believe. They have a Spotify Duo account, right? So it's them and it's two people in one Spotify account. So they pay a little extra for.
I didn't know that exists. We just have the family plan.
Yeah. It's like a little bit cheaper, I think, or something. So him and his wife have it, and they use it together, and they got a gift card from somebody for like a early Christmas present. You cannot apply a Spotify gift card to a Spotify Duo account.
Oh, specifically to a Duo account
or a family plan.
Oh, okay.
It just so note that. Make sure you tell anybody never to get you a Spotify gift card, because they just don't let you apply it to an account. I didn't believe them at first, so I like looked it up, and it's right on their website, like in the FAQ things, and they're like, "Yeah, you're not able to." And I'm like, "How does that make sense? Like you're still getting your money."
In particular, sounds like is like a weird gift card to get someone. I don't think I would get someone a gift card to a subscription service.
My aunt gets it for my cousin every year. She buys the full year.
Really? Neat.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense then.
Yeah. I'm just like, I don't. Spotify, fix your shit.
Yeah, right?
Like somebody spent money, and now they gave them a gift, and now they're going to literally have to try to trade gift cards with somebody that has a singular Spotify account to be able to use the gift card.
Wow.
It just
Incredible.
seems so dumb. So
Yeah,
I thought
for
it was
real.
fitting considering, this goes out on Spotify as a platform as well.
Yeah.
Tell people, don't buy them.
Spotify.
Don't buy gift cards for people if you expect
our
them.
platform.
Yeah, we will use our platform. No, it's more like, hey, if you're thinking about it, don't buy one from someone if you think they might not have an individual account.
Don't buy a gift card to a subscription service for someone. It's just buy them something to a store. Amazon. Yeah.
I don't even want a store gift card because that means I have to go to the store. Just give me Amazon.
Okay, sure. Do you have a fun fact or not?
Yeah, my fun fact is that I forgot to look one up.
That's cool. So obviously we are Quird on the street. Josh over there.
Hi.
And we each pick one word generated from the puzzle word game Quirtle. And each week we pick one and talk about whatever the hell we can based on them. The words this week come from, I don't know, some other week. Our recording schedule is all messed up. I think we're recording like 2 weeks ahead of time and releasing 2 weeks later. It's all wacky.
Yeah, we're all over the place.
So you can figure it out sometime if you really feel like it. But Josh goes first, and he will tell you his word, and then you could go back, do some little sleuth work, and tell us what week these words come from.
Well, this week, I, just taking a nice little gander through the words, and I stumbled upon pupil, and I thought that could be something fun to talk about. Just thought we could just get on a video call and stare at each other's eyes. I thought that would be cool.
Oh, good. I have my macro lens, my non-existent macro lens on my non-existent webcam.
Yeah, same. It's actually like it's like a microscope end to it. So I just put my eye right up to it, and it closes out all the light, so you just see my eye.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it'll be cool.
No, yeah, that's incredible.
You lean into the another meaning for pupil, a student, somebody that is learning something. And it got me thinking about, things that we might want to be a pupil for, or, crafts we wish we would know. I thought that might be a fun conversation to have. So I'll start off with this. Is there a skill or craft that you've tried to learn and aren't good at, but really wish that you were? Like something you really wish you could do and you've tried to, but it's just like naturally is not something that comes easy to you?
I guess guitar.
Okay.
Like, I'm musically inclined. I'm like okay with music, but like I've never like taken guitar lessons or anything, and self-taught, and I'm okay. I could play a song here or there. Like, I'm not great. I probably could be good, but I'm over it at this point.
I'm the same way, man. I mean, you remember I think 2 or 3 times I've tried to pick up guitar.
Yeah.
And like, I just could never get it. And a lot of it's probably the fact that like I picked up shitty $100 guitars, and like,
yeah,
I do have like bigger fingers than a lot of people, and I always struggled with not hitting multiple strings at the same time. Like, no matter how much I would try, and I feel like I'm the type of person in that scenario, I would have benefited from a teacher, and like lessons, because I like to just ram my head into a brick wall on a lot of things, and that's what I was trying to do there. So I think I was picking things that were more difficult to start off with than I probably should have. I wanted to do like Garth Brooks songs and like things where I'm like picking, and I'm like, oh, that's
the thing with like self-taught guitarists is like, unless you're naturally talented, you're never gonna really pick up on it in a way that sticks, because you're just gonna want to play songs.
Yeah, you just learn a song.
That just like ain't how it works. Like, you got to learn basics, you got to learn scales, you got to learn chords, you got to learn all this stuff, and that's the sort of stuff that you go through like with with a teacher in guitar lessons. Like, I don't know how to read sheet music for a guitar.
Yeah,
but I should.
Same.
Like, I know how to read sheet music for trumpet.
Yeah. I somewhat remember how to read for drums, but even then, and like, that's another weird one for me. Like, I can make the movements if I'm sitting here jamming, listening to stuff, like I can move around and jam and know exactly where I want to hit, and like you can put
Yep.
me in front of a drum set and I can do a lot of that. But like for somebody to tell me how to play, no chance. Like, like because
I don't know what you mean by that.
the only way I've ever played is by ear. So like I can't like I know how to read like bass drum.
So if somebody says like, okay, do a paradiddle,
Yep.
you like can't.
Nope.
You can't just like right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left.
I mean, I know what that is, so like that I can do. But I'm talking about like reading like a full sheet thing for like playing a drum set, which doesn't really correlate the same. I don't think.
Well, I don't know. Drum sheet music is weird because they'd like try to put like the notes on notes, but it's not like actual notes, so it's not even like notated. It's a lot of it's quite weird. It's like a different skill than reading actual sheet music, other than like the values of time signatures.
All I know how to do is look at them and they would be like, okay, this is what you need to watch for a bass drum. That's when you hit. They were just like, right? You're the big kid. You get to hold the bass drum.
But like professional musicians are incredible. Like what you're talking about is like sight reading, right? Somebody, sitting you down and putting a piece of music in front of you, being able to play it. Like you just can't do that. But like professional musicians are incredible at that. We recently went to see Trans-Siberian Orchestra a couple weeks ago. It was awesome. There was a song where they have this like visual behind them. They had a song where the visual was a dragon fighting helicopters. It was great. But
interesting.
It was interesting. But the actual like orchestra part of the band is local musicians. They have like a 6 or 9 piece orchestra, quote unquote, up there with them, and they're local musicians. So someone asked like, how do those people get to practice? Like,
they don't.
Like you don't understand. Like they could have gotten that music 2 days ahead of time and just like learned it down.
Yeah.
Like one time sight reading it, a second time rehearsing it, and a third time they're on and it's good.
Yeah. That's like, so like, how I look. Oh, go ahead.
I don't know. I was just gonna trail off.
It's like I don't really listen to Charlie Puth's music, but like he's another one. Like you could just hear things, like just recognize stuff. I mean, he's got like perfect pitch or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Just like the way his brain works is just crazy. He'll like hear a random sound and sample it and turn that into a whole song. Just like, man.
If you ever want to go down a rabbit hole, start looking up Jacob Collier stuff.
I have to remember that.
He is like this like master. He made like he's the type of person that like gets into the music theory of it too. So like, Lydian, Mixolydian, and Dorian scales and shit like that. But then he gets way down into it. He does like microtonal music where he can pitch up his tone by like 3 cents and like sing off tune. And it's incredible. And then he like made this theoretical scale called the hyper mixolydian, the hyper super mega mixolydian or whatever. And it's like, what? Why even?
That's a big old nerd right there.
Oh yeah, he's a fucking dweeb and a half, and it's great.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
But yeah, he does some incredible stuff. And then the people who are just like dedicated to analyzing the incredible stuff that he does are also incredible, which is like then like one step beyond that, and you get into like music theory circle jerk. It's like
that's a fun way.
You're just in the weeds.
Fun way to call it.
Oh yeah.
I would say secondly for me would be drawing. Like I can look at something and recreate it. Like like I'm pretty good at like not tracing, but I can like physically look at a picture of like say a Dragon Ball Z character or something, and I could draw it from look. But like to just sit down and draw, man, I wish something fierce I was good at that. Like but I just don't. I don't know. I don't have it in me. I can't like visualize something and then put it to paper.
Right. I not that long ago you sent me a TikTok of this person who did Altoids painting. They did
Yeah.
a painting on the inside case of an Altoids. And that video made me realize that artists just like see the world differently than I
Completely
do.
differently.
Like they're seeing the component parts of each panel of the truck that he was painting. He's like
Yep.
seeing each individual stroke. The fact that he like uses completely different colors for like the front and the side of the truck, it like throws my mind for a loop. And then I'm like, wait, okay,
Like, what are you
yes,
doing? This
like
looks terrible. And then the
shade,
end.
like shade and light do actually make things different colors.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't see it that way. My brain just says red.
Uh-huh. Oh, it's
And I'm like,
crazy.
okay, it's red.
You're like watching it and you're like, man, this guy kind of sucks. It doesn't look anything like
Yeah.
that. And then at the end, you're like, holy shit.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
like, what's that smudge? I would feel that way when I would watch Rocco draw.
That's
also.
exactly who I thought.
He just like has a mind for lines. He does line work really well. So like he would just throw a line in the middle of the page and I'm like, what the hell is that? And then the rest of the drawing like forms around it. And I'm like
I remember that I forget what class we had with him. But I used to just like make random like lines across the like in a page, and just give it to him and just let him draw from it. And it's like I can't even start with a half drawn thing and finish it. And you can start with a freaking line that's not even supposed to be there.
Mm-hmm.
People are crazy.
That's awesome. I think there's a guy that I've seen who does stuff like that, but he does like he'll drop bolts and stuff into an inkwell and then drop them on the page and make a drawing based on like the ink splotches.
Nice.
From the like bolts and random objects.
I really enjoy this one TikToker. I wish I could remember his name, but he does like drawing stuff in the style of, and so he's done like Post Malone. He does like the Grinch. Like he'll pick like a certain person or a character, and he'll draw it in all these different styles. So like Post Malone from SpongeBob, Post Malone from Peanuts, Post Malone from Futurama, or from Rick and Morty, and he draws them all these different styles, and I'm just like, man, like, God, I wish I was that talented. They just come out so good.
Yeah.
Is there any I guess we'll move on to the next portion that I had thought about. Is there any crafts or skill that you wish you could apprentice for? Something that you could go, shadow somebody and learn?
I mean, it feels like a cop out, but I think my answer for any question like this is going to be woodworking. Yeah. Like there's so much to learn there.
Yeah.
That it's like hard to pick up all that from just, YouTube. It's possible, but it's going to take a while. And it's like, it's the reason that something like that has, had apprenticeship programs in the past, and why you
and it's such like a niche thing. So like mine would be cooking, but there's just so many more cooking content channels out there for somebody to learn from versus woodworking. It's a much more easier thing to get into, so there's a lot more available content to learn. Because everyone has a kitchen for the most part, and can cook in some capacity, whereas like woodworking, you have to have tools and stuff to even get started.
Yeah, that is a whole thing.
Yeah, I would love to shadow like an actual chef.
Right. Yeah.
And just really learn how. I don't know. I think watching The Bear made me want to like learn even more. Like
that's hilarious.
Just I don't know.
I have a friend at work who like I was like, hey, have you seen The Bear? And he was like, I think I've heard of it. What is it? And I like started describing it, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I tried watching that. I just can't. It brings up too like I used to work in restaurants, and it just hits too close to home."
Yeah, I think that's kind of how that goes. It's like 50-50. People either absolutely love it that worked in the industry because it is relatable, or people hate it because it's relatable. That's always I guess that's how that goes. One of two ways, and just about everything. Okay.
There's the one like chef reaction. I think the channel is just Chef Reactions on TikTok. And he reacted to that one scene in The Bear where Joel McHale is just like yelling at him like over his shoulder. Like, why do you suck so much? You fucking suck. And the dude was like, yeah, that's about right.
Yeah,
That's I
that seems
definitely
I've
I
definitely done that
definitely
before.
had my chef like say worse things to me when I worked in fine dining. Like,
Yeah. A lot of people don't realize like they're under so much pressure. It like breeds real assholes.
oh yeah, especially when that first Michelin star means that you could jack up your prices like 75%.
Yeah.
Like change nothing and just charge $20 more per meal.
Yeah. Yep. I know. That is something I do want to do. I talked about it before with Danny. It's like I do want to go to a Michelin restaurant at some point and try it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Have you been to any yet?
No, no. There is one out this way, I think. I saw it on Chef's Table. It's in Penyan, I think, out this way. I can't remember what it was called.
I wonder what
But,
the
like,
closest one to me is.
I mean, it might be that one. I don't know if there's any like in Utica. Taylor and the Cook would probably be the closest thing
I'm looking it up
to
now.
possibly getting a star.
Yeah, I don't think that they do, but I'm checking now. Oh, I'll look that up in a minute.
Okay, I'll start on it.
I still have a. Oh, you're gonna start your word? You mean?
Start looking
Oh, okay.
at restaurants.
Yeah. Is there any famous people or good at a skill or craft that you look up to? Like somebody that you're like, man, I really wish I could achieve the things that they've done, or somebody that you follow or try to not follow. That's probably poor wording. Strive to accomplish some of the same things that they have.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't think so. That's like a hard question for me.
For me, it's
how about you?
Yeah, for me, it's Christo. He's a really super good. I don't even know what you'd call him, marketer, because like I really haven't seen much of his design work itself. He's just like he runs a company called Blind in California, and they do design and marketing work for Microsoft and Xbox and all these bigger large companies. And he just teaches like has a ton of good content about how to get paid for your work and how to be taken seriously, and it's just very insightful. I really look up to how he presents the topics. Him and Marty Newmeyer are like the two people I really watch for that style of content, and they both have really unique perspectives that really draw me in and make me gravitate towards their stuff every time it comes out. I'm like, oh, gotta go watch that.
Yeah, there was I really like appreciate design work, especially people who can like set themselves apart.
Yeah.
I recently watched a video about a guy like breaking down fonts, like how they started from like typeset and all that stuff, and he like cited a bunch of like very specific people, and that was always like incredible to me, people who could like actually make a name out of for themselves like in history.
Yeah.
And it seems like design kind of lends itself to that.
Yeah, it's like it's not easy to distinguish yourself, but when you do, like there's no doubt in people's minds. Like it's just something that it's like music, like somebody having that voice that you just know as soon as you hear the first note on the radio.
Yeah, right.
It's like that same style of a thing. It's like, I mean, you think of like Jackson Pollock. Like you see people you could pick out one of his pieces of work from a group just by the style, versus some other artists are not as driven into their own specific type of work. It's more generalized. Still great art, but just they haven't made their own category.
Yeah, right.
It looks like there's one called Purdy's in Massachusetts. That's what it's saying the closest one is to me.
Purdy's
Farmer and the Fish, North Salem. But I wouldn't think, I guess depending on how close it is to the border, it could be closer. Because I'm like, man, I would think that I know there's some in the city, But I guess technically, it could be at Massachusetts border in like 2 hours. So depending on where it is, it could be 2 hours into Massachusetts and still closer than the city to me.
Yeah, New York's a weird state like that.
It really is. Did you happen to catch any of the game yesterday, the Bills game?
No, I didn't even know what was happening.
Yeah, they played Saturday night game. It was quite interesting. They had to delay the game in the first half to really drive home to the fans to stop throwing snowballs at all the Miami Dolphins players and coaches on the sideline.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. They had to be like, if we catch people doing it again, Buffalo will be enforced a 15-yard penalty. Which, I mean,
just wag the finger at all the fans.
Yeah, it's like that's so hard to do. Like, it's just a threat because it's so hard to enforce that because like you have to prove that it's a Bills fan that did it.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? But nonetheless, it was good. Well, I think that's gonna wrap it up for me for my topic today.
Okay, sounds good.
What
any loose ends?
This is going to be a
shit you want to talk about?
Broken record. But for anybody that has not tried New World, it is free right now for you to try.
You can't say something topical like that. This episode's coming out in 2 weeks.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that. Well, yeah, you should play it. It's fun. I finally convinced Vince and his wife to play. They seem to be enjoying it, at least a small amount.
My wife.
My wife.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's fun. It's good.
Yeah. You know what? I'm like going through some of the lower zones with you guys. And then earlier today, I went through and like just collected some stuff that I was missing, like documents and stuff throughout the game. And it's like, I'm just blown away by the sound design the more I play the game.
That is maybe like what they do the best in the game.
Yeah. I was just like walking through this area and I get to like this big monument with these like huge steps going up and all these guards going up there, and like the minute I step foot onto these stairs, the music immediately changes and it just gives you like that Rocky vibe, like the just makes it, but like in a like eerie fantasy feel, like going up these stairs. Like I'm really like climbing to reach the peak of my career to go up to this. Just like, oh man, they really know how to get you engaged in this. And it's like I had already done it before. I was just going back into this room that was where I had to kill something before. It's going back in there to get something that I missed. So it's not even like it was the quest. I was just reliving that portion again. I'm like, oh man, I don't even remember enjoying it that much the first time I did it.
Hell yeah.
So
yeah, no, it's good. I like just hitting rocks.
Dude, did I not tell you that? I thought that would be your favorite part.
Yeah, the sound when you hit rocks is just so good.
It's just so easy to get lost in the world. Yeah. Like you're like, huh, there's an iron node. Let me go whack that. And then while you're whacking that iron node, you're like, oh, there's 3 more over there. Let me go get those. And then you're like, oh wait, what's that? What's that fiery flower plant thing over there? Let me go get that. Oh, what's that glowing thing over there? Let me get that. And then the next thing you know, you're like 2,000 kilometers away from where you were headed.
Yeah. I'm actually not thrilled with the like level scaling for mining. Like I'm at the point where like it's a slog just trying to get up to the next level where I could mine the next node. And like that's getting annoying, but
there's some good ways to do it.
Yeah, I found like routes.
Depends. I have to look I can like what level you're at, because like there's specific junctions of.
I'm like almost 75.
Mm-hmm.
I can almost mine lodestone.
Okay,
but I like can't, and it's taking me like I mined for I don't know an hour straight or something like that on an iron like loop, and I didn't make it to 75. Like I was at, I don't know, 60 or something.
I think iron might
Like
be
this
the
is
lower
just,
tier. I think you can do silver.
you can do, yeah, you can do that, but there's not like reliable places where you can mine like a lot of that at once. If
Yeah,
you look
there's
up like,
loops for all of it.
I don't know, I tried looking up all that. I could only find like iron loops.
I will give you
So
I will give you a map
okay,
website that
sounds good.
allows you to just search for loops, and people have created like routes.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
It's really good. But
Cool.
I do agree with you. Like it's definitely easy to
Yeah,
just
like
pick one and start smacking it, and then but
like
not
skinning and stuff like that. That's coming pretty easy. Like as soon as you get to the area where there's like elk, like those give like a ton of XP. But mining in particular seems to be a slog.
mining and logging take the longest.
Yeah, but there's so many trees around.
Yeah, but once you hit 125, it takes so long to get from like 125 to 150, which is fine. But then you hit 150, and to go from 150 to 200, there's a very limited amount of that one node, like the really good one to hit. So like it just takes a minute to get up there from that. But there's definitely, I don't know. I feel like it's meant to be a slow burn thing. Like our impatience is like, I need to finish this now. That's how it was for me.
Well, my view on it is like it's billed as a casual game. They're building it as a casual game. And if you like have to go that hard to level up your skills, like it's not a casual game anymore. Like you have to sit down and grind out levels in that one skill in order to get to the next sort of step in that skill.
I think they're probably thinking like you don't have to do it because like are you doing mining for a specific reason, or just doing mining because you want to make the thing go up?
I'm doing mining because I got to a new area where I was seeing a bunch of nodes that I can't mine. And it's just like,
I understand that.
It's not like I was ignoring it to begin with, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's just so much easier to outpace your like skills going to new places than it is to get those skills up to the level where you are going to that place.
You know what it is?
Like,
I bet that they didn't scale those accordingly because they rescaled like the 1 to 25 or 1 to 30 like leveling, and I bet that they didn't scale the gathering skills with it.
You know what? That actually feels fine because it was like right about then where I felt like the scaling stopped being as good, because now we're up to level almost 45 and our skills feel like they're lagging behind our level.
Yeah, so maybe
for the areas that we can go into.
and they haven't readjusted the new ones yet.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's their next thing they're working on is like that.
Wow, these are very minute details we're talking about.
Yeah,
we're begging people to play this game and then talking about our minute detail gripes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any really, but that's just because I'm a pleb and put a lot of time into it.
You're a fucking fanboy.
I'm a degenerate. I really am. I have to be honest with you. I 100% would start a New World podcast. And I don't know if I've been able to say that about any other game other than Metal Gear Solid.
Sure, yeah.
But, yep, that is the end of my topic and loose end. Take it away, Sir Vincent.
I chose the word price. I thought price is right. Game shows. I'm sure you can see what I'm doing here. We're doing a game show draft.
Nice.
It's gonna be fun. I love game shows. Do you like game shows? Like how many of the game? Like I would just sit and watch
them all
Game
the
Show
time.
Network.
I used to watch them at your house all the time.
Oh hell yeah!
That used to be like the thing that was on in your living room the most.
It was like the best channel that actually came in because we didn't have cable.
Yep.
Like it was the best over the air channel that we could get. So I just watched it all the time.
Yeah.
Although I guess we did have satellite, so it's not like couldn't watch something else. The Game Show Network's just so good.
Yeah, there's so many good ones.
Okay, I'll let you pick first. Game shows, just straight up and down. No special things. Game shows are good enough on their own. And then to sort of draw this out, we'll talk about them one at a time.
Oh man, this is tough. There's so many good ones. It's like, do I take which point of value am I going for here? I'm gonna leave that one on. You know what? All right, with my first pick, I'm gonna do the adult thing, and I'm taking Jeopardy.
You shitting ass. That's a good pick.
I knew you would be taking it, and it's just so good. And I don't think I appreciated it as much when I was younger, but now I'm like, I can't turn away from it. I'm like,
yeah, it's so good.
Random facts that I don't need to know. Tell me more.
Oh man.
Did I throw a wrench in your gears there?
Yeah, a little bit. I was hoping you would. Overlook that a little bit, but no. I respect the pick. I'm taking Family Feud.
Damn it! That's what I was deciding between. Just the interactions between the guests and Steve Harvey now are just, man, some of the innuendos and things that get said in there just still make me laugh.
Yeah. It's very good. Have you seen the Obu clip?
I don't think so.
Okay. It's so good. It's the Obus on Family Feud. I hope this is the clip that I'm thinking of. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Steve Harvey's good on Family Feud, but like Family Feud's always been great.
Yeah.
Like I would always watch it. I almost missed it too.
Really? Almost didn't pick it, you mean?
Yeah, I almost forgot about it. But no, you can't forget about Family Feud. I think these are the if there were a game show tournament, these would be like 1 and 2 seed. I think these were easy picks.
Yeah. All right. Well, for my second pick, I have to go with The Price is Wrong, Bob.
Yeah,
we're going with The Price is Right.
Yep. That's good.
I mean, just so much value.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's what inspired this topic.
Nope.
That was another one that was like 1 and 2 pick. I think was going to be Family Feud and Price is Right.
It's like it gives me the similar feel of like Wheel of Fortune, but it takes itself less serious. Like Wheel of Fortune, they're like, hey, you got to be smart. You have to know words. Yeah, Price is Right, just like, guess a number, spin a wheel, see what you get.
Guess it. How far is this fucking mountain climber gonna go?
Yeah. Guess this number, spin this wheel. Win or lose, you're a winner.
Yeah. Oh man, the fact that Plinko is like the best game that they have to bring out like twice a month or something.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
It's so good. It's so hype. Man, okay. Probably go ahead and watch that after we're done doing the rankings, but there's a clip from Family Feud that I posted in the Discord.
I will be sure to take a look at it.
Okay. Price is Right. And my number 2 pick. I'm going off the beaten path here.
Okay.
I'm deviating. No, I'm not. I'm taking the other easy pick, Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, yep. That's the tried and true. Everybody knows it.
Yep.
See, I thought you might swoop in and take the one I was hoping for next on me, and I would have been real disappointed because I thought about taking this one second. Yeah, for my third pick, I mean, maybe you're going to say it won't count. Maybe you'll disqualify this one. I don't know. But I feel like
it all counts.
It all counts. I'm taking Wipeout.
Sure. Yeah, okay. I'll accept it.
That's so funny. Watching people bust their face. It's just...
Yeah.
It's so good.
Okay. You have to keep one Wipeout or MXC, Most Extreme Elimination Challenge?
Oh, Wipeout for sure. Well, hold on.
Which one are you keeping?
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
I'm trying to think.
Does Wipeout have a recurring character like Foos Baba Ganoush?
No, you're right. I think I would have to keep MXC just for like the cultural difference. How funny that makes
just
it.
For like the silliness of
the
taking
silliness.
an already ridiculous Japanese game show and overdubbing it to make it even more ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, that's good. For my number 3, I don't know if this is going to be a controversial one. I'm taking Deal or No Deal.
Oh, that's a great one.
I loved this game.
It was very good.
It was like, I feel like it got to the point where it was like overrated, or maybe even underrated. Like people were just not giving it its due. But this show was fun.
Yeah, it was very good.
All right. What you got? Number 4. Now I think is where we can really go off
the beaten
into
path.
The weeds. Yeah.
All right. This one might surprise you, or it might make you real sad that you didn't think of it. I'm going Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Okay. I can appreciate it. I didn't watch it all that much.
Oh, that's such a good show. Which is surprising because like I didn't watch an absolute ton of Nickelodeon, but I watched that a lot.
I did watch an absolute ton of Nickelodeon and didn't watch that all that much.
It's kind of funny.
If you asked me to come up with a Nickelodeon game show, I'm gonna say Double Dare first.
Oh, okay.
But like, because I don't know, I just never watched Legends.
Yeah, Legends was good.
Okay, but I can appreciate it. I've seen clips from Legends, and it did look like a lot of fun. I just missed it. Okay, now here's where I go off. Number 4 for me. Press Your Luck. I'm also gonna take the reboot. Whammy.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, man, this one is the best game. This one's maybe my favorite, but I knew that I could save it for.
Yeah, he definitely could
for a later round.
Yeah, he definitely.
You know the show that I'm talking about, right? Like it's got the screen and a little light goes around the screen, and people scream like, big money, no whammy, stop, and stops on a thing, and
yep.
Then like a little animated character comes and spits in their face or something.
Uh-huh. I'm so torn for my last one. Oh, yeah, I'm going to go for my 5th pick. This one might be a little controversial because some people don't like the host now, but I'm taking Fear Factor.
Yeah, I can appreciate it.
Technically a game show, so I'm going to go with that. I think there's a lot of value there in watching people shit their pants when they have to get lowered into a pit full of snakes. Or let scorpions and spiders crawl all over them. Like, there's just something about watching other people in fear and not you that's satisfying.
Yeah, I agree. It's like it's safe fear. It's why people like horror and why people like roller coasters, right? It's like you could indulge this like
calculated fear.
Yeah, calculated risk or something like risk, but with no risk. Yeah. Watch other people do it, and you
can get the adrenaline and endorphin release without actually having to be in danger.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, my last pick. Oh man, there's so many that I like. I watched a lot of Game Show Network, so let's see. Do I take Hollywood Squares? Do I
think
take
about that
Match
one.
Game?
Hollywood Squares definitely went overlooked by me. That was a great
Do
one.
I take Card Sharks? Oh, man. Oh, no, I'm not taking that either. I think I'm taking Hollywood Squares.
That's a very respectable.
That
feels.
It feels like a game that should be rebooted sometime now, right? Like, why would they reboot Let's Make a Deal and not Hollywood Squares?
So now I can tell you my one. I was torn between Fear Factor and one other, and that was Cash Cab.
Ooh, I regret not picking that one.
Yeah,
Cash Cab's so good.
It was great.
I have a customer on my route whose name is Ben Bailey.
That's hilarious.
That's funny. Yeah, I know. I think about Cash Cab every day when I deliver his mail. It slipped
One
my
day you
mind.
just show up and there's a cab in his driveway, and you're like,
Yeah. Yeah, we had to move it to Rochester. It just wasn't
you just
doing
get
that
in.
well in
He's
New
like, "What are
York.
you doing in the cab in my driveway?" You're like, "I'm ready to play." Like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Cash Cab's a good one. I guess my like runner up would be like Ninja Warrior. It's no more or less of a game show than Wipeout is, but like I love Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, that and American Gladiators were.
Ooh, American Gladiators were so good.
Yeah.
I gotta find a place to watch those. I wonder if I can find a place to watch those.
Yeah, imagine there's probably somewhere online.
Hopefully. Okay, go ahead and check out that Family Feud clip in the Discord. It's like almost 3 minutes long, but it's a family named Obu, the Obu family.
Yeah, let me click on over and see what this video is about.
All right.
After I enjoy this nice Mountain Dew Zero ad.
Gross. Why aren't you running ad block, my man?
Because I never run ad block.
Gross.
Right, you won't be able to run it soon either.
Yes, I will, because I use Firefox.
Yeah, that's true.
Suck it. Firefox for life.
I mean, I use Firefox as well.
Yeah. I even use Firefox on my phone. It's the way to go.
I started using Firefox when Chrome started like eating computers alive.
Mm-hmm. I just never stopped. You can even get around the YouTube Premium like background play if you use Firefox browser on your phone. Use YouTube in the browser, enable desktop site, and then you can play stuff in the background without having YouTube Premium. And it blocks ads because you can have extensions in Firefox, even on mobile.
Obu, Obu, Obu.
Obu, Obu, Obu.
Should I show my ID?
You got it on you? It does get better.
What's your name, sir? Obu.
Obu. It's so good. Obu, 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 and his son Obu, Obu, Obu. Yeah, I think that's my favorite, like, Steve Harvey moment, because it's not just him, like, slack-jawed at the word penis.
Yeah.
All right. Do I have any loose ends? I don't think so. New World.
part of me wants to cut this Obu song that they start singing and put it as the outro.
Do it. It's the best. It's like one of the best Family Feud clips.
That is really good. He said, "Let me just I'm just going to use New World too, cuz New World is good."
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have anything for this episode. It's going to be a short one, folks, but I hope you appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. Well, take it away, future Vincent Josh.
Go, go, go. Thank you and congratulations for making it to the end of this episode of Cord on the Street. We have been your hosts, Vince and Josh. You can find us on our socials. You can find us on Twitter at Cord on the Street, QUORD on the ST. If you're listening to us on YouTube /Cord on the Street, go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment. And wherever you're listening to us, whether it's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you can leave a review, please leave us a review. If you tell us what we can do worse, I promise I will read it on the podcast, unless it's just too mean.
If you have any need to contact us in a longer format, you can email us at cordonthestreet@gmail.com, or you can visit us on our website, cordonthestreet.xyz. Feel free to leave us a voice message on there. If you want to reach out to us individually, you can get a hold of us at our personal Twitters. Mine is at I'm Scuzzy, IMSKUZZEY.
And I am at V_C, spell out the underscore. We would finally like to acknowledge the people that made this podcast happen. Josh Wardle, who is the original creator of Wordle.
And Freddie Meyer, the creator of Quordle, who you can find on Twitter at Cordle.
And with that, we will just ask you, as always, to get the cord out.